Yeah, we don't need to.
30 seconds.
So next time, just take the audio out of that timer and just let that play. Oh, you can't? That's weird.
I gotta go in and like edit the timer. So
no, you're good.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Bump Boys podcast. As today we are back discussing War Games, Survivor Series War Games. As today we got a new champ, guys. Sorry, Big IC. Didn't last very long.
It was that match. I'm telling you, that match I was super off about.
Weren't you like 0 for 3? Didn't you get like 3 wrong?
I didn't. Well, it was that one. It was that one. It was the Belair and Belair. You know, Belair. Like Joe was the only one to pick Belair. We all fucked up. Shit.
You know, Big T said, "Well, mistakes were definitely made in the predictions." Joe called it.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Big T?
No, Big
He's like,
T. Don't even know about Big
That's
T.
good. Let him come back in all the time, Danny. Damn.
Danny looking weird. Danny, why are you making that face right now?
Yeah, I know. He got the Nikki Cross face on.
All right, guys.
Bro.
Hey, let's get into this intro.
It's the Bump Boys, bitch, you better bow down. Crowd just wanna hear the show, start the countdown. Don't be messing around, we ain't chasing no clout. Better shut your ass up before we put your ass down. Might get lumped up, taking verbal bumps, chump. We don't ever bite tongues, always keeping it a buck. Dan, Joe, and Will, they gon' change the game. Bump Boys podcast, it'll melt your brain. Y'all don't wanna see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. 3 amigos like Eddie, but don't lie or steal. Only cheat when we got it, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
All right, guys. We are here. Like Danny said, we got a new champion, Joey the Dream, and we're going to be doing the...
Where's the belt, Joe?
We don't always need to have it on stream. Don't worry about it. Well, I would at least say, at least hold up the belt just to know that you're the champion, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're a paper champion.
No, I said that wrong. I mean, I
said it right. Right, but I said it right, though.
Yeah, I know. I know you said it right. I said it wrong.
Unfortunately, there's no opportunity for me to defend my title until I think the Royal Rumble, so sorry. There's not much I can do about that. Damn, that's crazy, man. This dude really just comes in and sneaks it from Big IC. So we're going to be going over 2022 Survivor Series featuring
Big IC didn't even touch it.
Can I finish, my boy? Can I finish myself, dogs? I'm going to have to mute your ass. Restrain yourself. We're going to have to start muting you, Danny. It's starting to get a little ridiculous here now. Getting redonkulous. But Survivor Series featuring War Games. And I'm just going to say I was impressed. Very impressed. Agreed. I'm not a big War Games fan. I've actually talked a lot of shit at the last episode about War Games not being it. But, the women's match, solidified my reasoning. I think everyone was like, damn, maybe Joe's speaking some truth. But, damn, if I wasn't a fan after that men's War Games, oh, man, the storytelling throughout the whole night, Friday, Saturday, and then at the very end, oh, man, I loved it, bro. The men's had me captivated. I love that.
I got to give the women their respect though, because you know what I mean. Let's be real.
Why?
The WWE women is way better than the AEW women right now.
Oh yeah, by far.
Whoa, hold on. You said WWE women are better than AEW women?
100%. They don't have matches. They don't have not as good matches as the AEW women.
What match is beating Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm this year? Oh, I have one. It was on AEW when Ruby Soho went up against Chris Statlander. And,
exactly.
That's one. That is still
no. Look,
what WWE women's match? That's still the best women's match I've seen on.
There's been a bunch.
Can you name them off the top of your head?
Yeah, can you?
Belair and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. That match was fucking awesome.
That was a good match.
Like,
it was a good match.
But was it better than?
Wait,
was it better than Hayter and Tony? I don't think so.
I mean, it's debatable.
To me, it was, but you're also mentioning a WrestleMania match too, as well. So if you're talking about the cream of the crop, where they had full,
well, that should be double or nothing, isn't it?
It was also very predictable too. Everyone knew what was happening a whole year. The Hayter thing, everyone wasn't even talking about it. We had little rumblings here and there, but no one actually took her seriously.
Yeah,
and she did
it. This is a great conversation, but let's focus on this War Games match where Team Belair ended up getting the win. Becky was booked very strong in this.
Yes.
So do you guys think Becky is the next challenger, or are we going to get our Rhea Ripley? Because Rhea was looking strong too as well.
I think we're going to get.
There's two matches.
Rhea was before
I think Rhea's going to face her at Belair.
Yeah, before Rhea got COVID, she was supposed to face Belair, which I was actually really hyped about, and then she got COVID, and then that match got scrapped. Let Rhea versus Belair happen at Rumble. Let Poppy, help Mommy get some new titles on around her waist. Man, I could go for a heel Rhea run, man. I'm not lying. I could go for that.
I think it's gonna be
a heel.
I think we're gonna get a Becky Bailey. I don't think we've gotten that one like this.
We haven't had it in a while. Becky Bailey.
No, we have not had Romano versus the Man.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I think that could be a warm up for eventually, which is going to be Ronda versus Becky WrestleMania. That's been given for weeks.
Speaking of Ronda did defend, because we can go over this real quick. Ronda did defend her belt successfully against my baby girl Shotzi.
This match kind of sucked.
It was, yeah. Ronda's bro. I can't stand
dude. If Ronda doesn't have an experienced wrestler with her, she can't fucking have a good match. If she doesn't have like a Becky or a Charlotte or a Bailey or someone that can actually be a ring general for her, she looks lost as fuck.
Or Gonzalez.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like WWE fucked up to where this is my thing. WWE, I just realized this. Holy shit. WWE, if y'all had saved y'all money and didn't give Ronda this big contract, y'all could have kept Adam Cole and you could have kept Keith Lee.
Adam Cole did not want to stay, and Keith Lee wanted to leave because
I just mean like the money they had.
Like you could have thrown it at them.
You could have thrown it at them. Like, hey, just stay, fight out. Because didn't Dolph Ziggler stay with WWE when we thought he could have left, but he stayed because Ziggler got paid the bag.
Yeah,
no, it's Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got paid the bag. Remember, we were like, Kevin Owens' contract is up.
Sammy
and Ziggler. Ziggler got a bag before too.
Yeah, and even Sammy was in a weird spot where you're like, Sammy or KO could leave, but they got thrown the bag. But I'll say this: I would rather have Shayna Baszler, because that Shayna Baszler, WWE needs to create that Shayna Baszler, and I love everything that Mandy Rose is doing. And once again, I haven't been watching much of it, but I can tell from Big IC and
Toxic Attraction. That faction is great.
It's great, but it will never live up to what Shayna did for me, bro. Shayna made me believe like you can book a heel to not lose, and you actually believe they're not going to pull the trigger. And when they did the Rhea beating her, bro, I was hyped.
But that's but this is the thing. That's how Triple H is setting this up right now. Eventually, down the line, they're gonna bring that Shayna Baszler back, and you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna choke Ronda out. And then they're going to have their match, and because she doesn't care. She's the queen of spades. She wants to be the best there. She doesn't care who she goes through. That's why they're going to definitely set that up eventually. This is the Vince McMahon.
You think they're getting ready to set up Becky and Charlotte versus Ronda and Shayna at one point?
Possibly.
I could see that happening maybe around
Royal Rumble time, honestly.
What's the pay-per-view after Fastlane? I can see that being a Fastlane match.
Depending if they have a fast lane, because a lot of stuff is going to go on. I'll talk about the pay-per-view that's after Rumble later on once we get into Sami, because if you look at what the place of where that's being hosted, that's probably when Sami gets his one shot at Roman. I would say Montreal.
Yeah, they were
Toronto?
talking about that. Yeah, in Canada.
Because Montreal's elimination chamber.
Very interesting. Do we have him defend the title? But let's move on to our next match. We can go into what was the other match? Oh, let's go into the triple threat that also won. Joe.
First, can we talk about that weird advertisement that they had for Austin Theory's Titantron?
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
For Beyblades?
I'm like, what?
So Susan doesn't watch. She only watches the pay-per-views. She saw that and she was like, "Wait a minute, is he like a spokesperson for Beyblade or something like that?" And I was like, "To be honest, this is a new gimmick and stuff like that. Maybe like he's trying to burst onto the scene." And she's like, "Maybe like it's a Beyblade burst commercial. I don't get it." And I was like, "Nor do I, but I like his look." She's like, "Yeah, like same here." And they're like, "This is brought to you by Beyblade." I'm like, "Yo, this man really the Beyblade ambassador." I was like, "This is crazy." And then I found out they just messed up the Titantron. But I was like, "Yo, he the Beyblade ambassador."
Honestly,
I love it.
He got a huge rep, and Triple H made a great comment. I'm gonna bring it up real fast. Oh, well, you guys can keep talking while I find it.
Hey, Theory's getting redone. This is a great match. Theory put in the work. Rollins had his moments look strong. Bobby looked strong. Theory was the one who I thought carried the whole match. And Theory's aggressiveness, just his flexibility on and how to adapt on certain situations was amazing. So, Theory, I bought into Theory, and I'm still buying it. I think he's gonna have a great 2023. He's gonna be a breakout star. May not be a champion, like the world champion.
Him and John Cena WrestleMania.
I could see that, but I don't even know if I would want to see that. Like why would I want to see that?
That's just been the rumor in the dirt sheets. I read them every day too, but they keep saying that they teased it or something somehow, and they're gonna bring it back.
Okay, I found it. Triple H said after in the press conference, unfortunately for Theory, his career was dead. Everyone said his career was dead 2 weeks ago when he cashed in his money in the bank. It's now resurrected. He's going to walk on water next.
Yeah, basically talking about how he was buried, and now he's a United States champion.
He's basically
anything can happen.
He's basically making fun of me and Big IC being part of the internet wrestling community, basically saying that we write someone off when you bury them. But you got to think that Seth took the pin, but it was a weird pin. But I think Seth's done with this. I think it's time you move Seth into the main event, back to the main event picture.
I definitely see that happening.
I think he tries to make an argument to try to split the belts. I think they should make an argument to try to split it.
I think
why? He doesn't deserve it.
This is what I think. I think if Triple H really wants to make a splash, hey, history needs to repeat itself. Like I said, WWE and Triple H is booking this like 07, 08, especially 08. Think of it like this. All right, so like I said, John Cena, the pec injury comes back, months late before he was supposed to return, shows up at the Royal Rumble. But that's the same Rumble that Triple H himself is trying to get back into, and they meet in the finals with Batista, right?
Mm-hmm.
So same thing happens here. Seth is going to go on his Triple H kind of push. He's the healthy one. He wants to push towards Roman. What happens? Cody, returning from the pec injury, shows up at the Rumble, which I've been calling.
Yeah,
Boom.
Cody both been calling that.
Yeah, I'm about to say I called that the minute he got injured.
And like we said last, I called it when it happened at WrestleMania.
Yes,
whether injury or not, that they were going to do this bullshit like Cody winning at the Royal Rumble. And then they're going to do Seth loses to Cody, which, story booking, he always loses to Cody. Seth enters in the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, to where I don't think Roman's going to, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't put Roman in that match because I just don't want to risk an injury knowing what I can set up. And then we set up a triple threat match. Cody, Seth, and Roman basically becomes the new Triple H, Randy Orton, John Cena match. Boom. Perfect storytelling. And you get a great match.
Oh, definitely. I could definitely see that.
And that's only if they don't get The Rock.
I think Bobby should bring back the Hurt Business.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Wait, hold on.
That was random as fuck.
You can't. How? Wait. Why?
Backup. He needs that sort of backup.
Bro,
They
he's
need to build
both
up
their asses. He don't need any backup.
No, to build up a faction to another faction to go against Judgment Day on Raw. Because OC's done.
Like what?
Because OC is done. After AJ just picked up the win
I'm very
on Finn,
confused.
I think Danny's reflecting just on the match itself. It was just bad transitioning.
Yeah,
He's talking about everybody in the match, but he did. Danny, sometimes you try to speak off on what someone else is saying, like give your insight and then transition it over. Because it's like random as shit, like, you know, Kiki.
I like this. Big T made a comment. I like to see them hold off The Rock until WrestleMania 40 when the titles finally are off Roman. The match between these two doesn't need to be for a championship.
It's Hollywood. You got to put Dwayne in his home.
Yep, it's gonna be Dwayne and Cena because that's the only time you're gonna get both of them on the card.
I don't think The Rock's gonna be there, in my opinion.
This Mania.
Remember, he shoots a lot of movies, and we've seen it. Him and Cena will turn down showing up at wrestling events.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Will is 100% correct because he's got the XL. He's got the XFL starting up in January. He's got to be worrying about that, running that league now. The revamp of his version. So.
Yeah, I just don't see him wrestling. I can see him showing up and, you know, maybe having like, I can
teasing
see this.
Teasing it, setting up for next year.
Facts. I can honestly see this. Like, hey, give us like WrestleMania 23. Give us, you know, Triple H, you know, as Vince McMahon, and give us The Rock as, you know, Donald Trump. These two are rivals, and put something on the line like bragging rights or something like that, and give us The Rock picks his, you know, opponent, his competitor, and Triple H picks his competitor. So maybe this is where he picks Austin Theory, and then you pick somebody like on the other side on SmackDown to represent something like that.
I like that idea. I actually like that idea.
I think it's a good idea.
I think if you can't do it, depending on what The Rock's movie schedule is, because I know he's busy doing whatever The Rock does.
Well, I know a lot of his contracts, you know, they explicitly put like, you know, you can't wrestle this amount of days before, this amount of days after. You got to be available. Things like that. So, you know, instead of having to being in a wrestling capacity, maybe we do get the big Rock return and stuff like that. Everyone thinks he's gonna talk to Roman and stuff like that. He doesn't really say anything about it. Roman has his match. The Rock comes out. You know, maybe he does something where it looks like he's about to like challenge him or do something about it. But maybe he like slides something into the ring or something, helps Roman, or even just acknowledges him, like, you know, this is the tribal chief. He's holding it down over here. I control Hollywood. He controls WWE. You know, ain't no one gonna take food off our table or something like that. Maybe give him a role instead of it being Roman versus The Rock. Maybe it's Roman and The Rock. Maybe that we're missing. We have 60% of it, but we're missing
that's
and
spicy
versus. Maybe it's a little something different, a little something new.
That's some sazon right there.
Sazon. Hey, The Rock was a great heel. You forget, The Rock was a great heel.
Mm-hmm.
This man would spit at Hogan right in his face.
Oh, that's actually good.
You said, "Oh,
that was the point."
Big T, good.
That's a good one. Like that's a good one.
So read the comment, guys.
So here's a left field idea. What if they make The Rock the special guest referee to whatever match Roman has at this year's WrestleMania? Yeah, have him rock bottom the fuck out of whoever he's facing, and then that way you build off it as Roman thinks that The Rock cost him the match. It's catalyst for the match of WrestleMania 40, but I don't know if WrestleMania 40 is going to be. I don't know if it's that's the place they're going to have that.
Philly, yeah.
Philly.
We got to go to
Philly
that.
needs some IWC shit, like something Danny and Big IC would nut over. You know what I'm
saying? I could see them maybe like doing this. You have him Roman The Rock bottles him. Cody gets him for a 1-2-3. Cody wins the title. Yes. Damn. But then after Seth wins Money in the Bank early in the night, Seth cashes in on him, reenacting 31, basically getting revenge on Cody for the 3 losses.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Damn.
Well, what's with people booking Roman to lose? Like, why he doesn't have to lose? Like, what's the point? He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to lose.
Unless he goes on some Sami Zayn type run.
Do you got a problem with the Tribal Chief?
No, I don't have a problem with the Tribal Chief.
So why do you want him? Why do you want it to end? Let it rock.
Because Roman has been on the. We'll move on to.
I don't know.
How about we'll continue this? But Roman has been on record that he is waiting to, like, since this huge push and this resurgence, he's actually waiting to drop these titles. He's gonna go part-time, which sucks. But Roman is at that, which I think we should definitely talk about that because I don't think he's earned. He hasn't earned it in my opinion.
Okay, here we go. AJ Styles defeated Finn Balor in a classic, and they actually went over the whole Bullet Club history during this match. I know people are like, "Oh yeah, it's shocking. Oh, they finally did it," but you got to remember, it's Michael Cole. And it's Michael Cole actually being Michael Cole without vents in his ear. Basically, Michael Cole.
I see.
You know, the thing is.
Oh, my bad. I cut you off there. Go
ahead. It's great.
Oh, no. I think Michael Cole's gotten 10 times better without Triple H in his ear.
Honestly, even Corey Graves. And I hate the fucker.
Oh, no. Corey Graves got better because Carmella's been off TV. She probably won't be back to the Rumble because she just had a pregnancy. She got pregnant and then lost the kid.
Oof.
Yeah.
Condolences.
After a month. She never even announced she was pregnant. It's just one of those ones where they lost it before they can announce it.
Yeah, ouch.
So she's recovering from that. That's why she has been on TV.
Yeah, but a good way to bring her back is the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, where
I don't know, though.
I think we're in for a good month and a half build, which is going to be great up until then. But I think you put the end to this feud, the Finn and OC versus Judgment Day.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been Judgment Day and OC in War Games, straight up.
Hey, I will say this match, I was right before it started. I was like, if they find a way to get rid of, Judgment Day and OC, we're in store for a banger. And, Finn Balor, in my opinion, looked very strong. Looked great. People didn't like the mask. I thought the mask was great.
Oh no,
that shit was crazy. I don't care what anyone says. That whole just blackout, that's cool.
I thought it was great. I didn't know it was
the mask better than the last mask he had.
I didn't know it was a mask versus mask match because AJ came out with one right after. But what I will say is Finn Balor, man, I usually shit on him as someone who's not really someone who's not, I don't really fuck with. But what I will say is this man looked the part. And I'm going to share a little photo real quick. Finn Balor looked the part, bro. He looked strong. He looked great. And I'm sorry, peep the fit, bro. The Nikes, black, purple, matching the pants, the bandana. The whole Judgment Day stuff is working well. And I don't know, I've been loving it, the whole Judgment Day. The past week is something I've been really invested in, and I can't wait for eventually Dominic to get a little bit more involved. I want to see Damian Priest a little bit more. He's been a little stale lately. I need that aggressiveness as an enforcer. But damn, the cockiness on him, the heel, this man looks the part. And then if he continues what he just did tonight, showing that he can not only an asshole, but he's great in the ring. He can hang with AJ Styles. I think this is going to be a great year for the Judgment Day and a great year for Finn Balor.
Oh, it's gonna be a great, fantastic year.
And that's why I thought Finn was gonna win this, because he would look so strong. And Triple H said he wants to build him back up because pretty much Vince McMahon buried him.
Agreed.
He didn't like him. He buried him. He gave him the magical push when he showed up on the main roster. He got him the push all the way to the first Universal title, and then Seth fucked up his shoulder and won Buckle Bomb.
That was a great match, though. That match was fucking awesome. The Seth Balor match, that was great.
But overall, great match. AJ did his thing. I loved it. It was something really, really eventful. Something I would actually go back and watch again. Usually, I feel like it's a little meh. It was where it is. But this match is where, like you said, like Big T said, it's where it finally clicked and it blended in perfectly. Even through loss, she looked really great. I'm really actually looking forward to Raw to see what he's going to do then. And then, honestly, I think for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be investing mainly in Rhea, Mommy and Poppy. I want to see where that goes again. I think it's funny, I think it'd be hilarious that every time Ray gets his ass whooped by, Dominic and, Rhea. I can't wait to see what Christmas brings in store, man.
I was going to say, if did any of y'all saw that crazy beatdown, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Thanksgiving one?
Yeah, that shit was absolutely hilarious.
You say you like that? Yo, the fact that Ray kept kayfabe alive when he opened the door. Dominic, what are you doing here? And I'm like, bro really put the mask on to get for a home invasion. That's crazy.
Yep. He's like, but it's the holiday. It's the holiday.
They should have had Aaliyah confront her or something.
He literally was like, hey, I don't have time for this. Like, please, Dominic, not today. He was basically saying, Dominic, you whooped my ass so bad I left SmackDown. I left Raw and went to SmackDown. Now it's Thanksgiving, and now you're here to whoop my ass again. Please, not tonight. I don't have it in me tonight. Please, like, any other time is fine, but not tonight. And then Rhea said, what the fuck you say, old man? And started whooping his ass. I loved it. He said, okay, boomer.
Great. It was fantastic. It gave honestly, this is the thing that kind of brought back the Attitude Era. You know what I mean? It felt like Attitude Era shit.
That's true.
This man,
that aggressiveness.
Oh. She threw it back on him once. She said, "Oh,
man!" Ever since,
hey, read out the comment. We got to stop doing that, yo. We got to stop mumbling these.
Man, ever since Rhea took Dominic's virginity, he's had a whole new outlook on life.
Hey,
Big T.
He got rid of that Dominic Toretto shit. He went from Dominic Toretto to Dom. He said, "Fuck family." I want that. I want the puss.
Family.
Puss. Yes.
Letty.
He's a Letty. But I think we can go right on into our main event. I think it's a great time.
I think we've done enough with the sides. I think it's time to get into that main event. That turkey, you could say.
Fuck, bro. Ain't no one looking forward to turkey. Like the turkey is just there.
Yep. It's all about the ham.
Facts. With that
That's the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese, bro.
Big IC, hit us with the main event.
It's time
for War Games. Wow. Great match overall. Will, I need to get your insight on the match at first.
Still not a fan of War Games with like the setup. I still don't like it. I just don't like the double ring, and that shit's corny to me. Just like when AEW did the same shit with the double-sided ring. That shit's just corny. I don't like it. So I would rather have.
It's a WCW masterpiece that was.
He knows.
I know what it is. I just don't give a fuck about it. It's like, I know what some foods are. I just don't care for it sometimes, I just don't care for it. I know it makes this crazy chaotic, but it's just like it just doesn't flow for me. It's like the spots just look like they're calling everything out. Like it's just like it doesn't flow. And like I said, I've been dabbling in a lot of 07, 08. I'm gonna keep going on this shit. But bro, the wrestling quality and like how guys could make things flow.
You need to have your own review show of 07.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going through, like, I'm gonna do it for Twitch, man. I think that's gonna be my like little thing I like to do because, bro, the way things flow. So, but overall, I like the spots here and there. I'm just not invested in like a lot of the guys that are in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Brawling Brutes, like, you know, I care
They've
about
grown
Rich
on me.
Holland. They have not on me.
There's
I can
special.
I can see what you mean.
Sheamus has, like, I've always liked Sheamus and, you know, his build and surge. The Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn shit, it's like,
Again,
like, I ain't gonna lie, I could care less for Kevin Owens too, in my opinion. Like, I feel like the shit that he used to do back before he got into WWE and how much they like muddled this dude down. I thought with him,
real. Like he can cut a hell of a promo.
No, he can't cut promos, and I thought that's what we were gonna get is like this Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of. But I feel like we got like Stone, like I don't know how to like
Stone Steve.
We got like half
Stone
a beer.
Cold Stone Austin.
Yeah, facts, or you know, lukewarm Austin or something like that. Like we just didn't get the full like doing dumb crazy shit. Like I would love to see like KO just be the dude to piss off like Vince. I said Vince, to be like Stone Cold to Vince McMahon. I would love to see KO be that to Triple H, just like annoying the fuck out of him, doing dumb shit, dumb skits. I don't know, to me. But overall, this match was decent. I thought it was, honestly, I gave this like a C+. The Sami Zayn stuff was good, but it's just one of those, like, I don't know. I'm just not invested.
I think I can follow up with that a little bit. You know, I've been talking shit about War Games for a while. I think this is the only War Games match I did enjoy, but I think it was mainly the aspect of the storyline with the Bloodline, Sami and Jay. I think that was the only thing that kept me involved in this match. You know, at first I was like, shit, it's going to be boring. It's going to be whack. And then you see Roman tell it.
The timer moves a lot. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
You see Roman tell Jimmy not to go help his brother, but Sami, you go help him. Go figure that shit out. I thought that was a great piece right there. It kind of broke up the pacing of it. It kind of like was another highlight point in the match, which I thought was pretty good. And like Danny said, the pacing was good. If this shit was 5 minutes per entrance, I would have been turned off. But 3 minutes made it bearable. Made it a lot more easier to watch. It also helped when people were starting to introduce shit into the ring and the timer was still going. So I kind of like that. I was really hoping they weren't going to count it as soon as they got in the ring. But overall, I thought it was decent once it got picked up. A couple times here and there, I agree with Will. I did hear spots being called at one point. They threw someone into the cameraman and Drew literally just doesn't even like. The issue I see what Will's saying is too, like, they don't sell it. They don't hide it. Like, Drew literally just walked over, bent over. Oh, you all right there, mate? And I was like, bro. And they said, don't forget to catch me. And then, like, the camera, like, panned away. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was just like, Drew, I know you're a world champion. You probably getting paid a bag. But, have some fucking respect, bro. Like, hide that shit.
My favorite part of the match, and I've talked about it in the group chat, was the whole Roman's persona in the match, like him sitting in the chair, sitting in the chair in the cage, and like him pointing out which person to go next. Like right when Jay, I think that was especially like a general leading his army into a war, and he was like a final boss in like a video game.
It was more like mafia style to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely got that vibe too. Like, definitely. And I think, like, even like, I understand, like, I get the emotions with the whole KO Sami because every single time KO's been the one to turn on his ass. Why'd you guys not think Sami was finally going to turn on KO's ass?
We didn't say we didn't.
Yeah. But I know no one saw it.
You picked the brutes.
Wait, you said no one saw it? What the fuck? Everyone.
Hey, I thought the brutes were gonna screw something over and they were gonna hit Sami or something crazy was gonna happen.
Sami was booked strong, man. That man said, like, hey, I'm not gonna fuck you up, KO, right now, but I can't allow you to come in here and disrespect my tribal chief like that.
I thought the corniest shit in this whole match was the you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the part where they have them all on the ropes and they all are hitting the chest. All five of them.
That was like 500 beats to the Belgium.
5 beats to the Balor.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
That shit was whack. It was, but it's like 100 beats or something like that. And I was like, well, it could have been 125. And I was like, KO wasn't even fucking hitting them. The man was just like, oh, yeah, you like that? I was like, damn, it could have been 125, but this man wasn't keeping pace.
He's too fat.
Keep rhythm.
What do you think of this match, IC?
So
you're the previous champ. We need to get you more involved there, big dog.
Yeah, no. Well, I was waiting for all you guys, and then I'm gonna give my. You know?
Okay.
So
spice.
So I really enjoyed how the whole match was laid out. You know, the way Butch started it, Butch actually manipulating like Jimmy's like the whole thing. Like that was a great start, and it made them look like real fucking weak at first. And then as soon as more of them started coming in, it was like, oh, okay, now this shit's really building up. And then it just kept building and building and building. Even with the spots with, you know, Drew McIntyre putting Rich Hall or whatever his name is through the table or whatever, like that spot was cool. Roman doing that to Rich Holland, that's what it was.
The spear.
Yeah, the spear, like that was cool. You know what I mean? It was cool seeing all the weapons getting in, all that getting involved. But like, people, you got to remember, people are invested right now in Sami Zayn. His whole Usi thing is so over, it's ridiculous. So this is why it's good that Sami did that to Kevin Owens, because now this relights the fuel for their feud again, which people are now going to be more invested in watching because of the whole bloodline thing. So it's great. You got to see multiple setups in the women's war game. You got to see Io Sky and Asuka look at each other. Boom, right there, feud. You know what I mean? Like they were setting up feuds, and there was just a lot of good spots. It was great. It was a good match. I enjoyed it, and especially when Sami Zayn finally low blowed Kevin Owens. You could tell he didn't want to do it, but he did it just to be the heel. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's got and then he had that look in his face like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah, and that's right there. That's like selling your soul to the devil. Boom, right there. That's the storyline. Hey, so I'm happy. I'm happy about it. I thought the match was great.
Big T had a good comment. This is the first pay-per-view I've watched full since Royal Rumble 2014. One thing I have to say is I think they might need to retweet the male and female match stipulation aspect.
Yeah. Another thing too is that I did read on the dirt sheets that after WrestleMania they're going to try and do the draft, which now with Triple H in charge, it's actually probably going to be spicy.
Oh, it's probably going to get actually split and stay split.
Or just keep doing it every couple of years, you know what I mean? Get your stories in with the current superstars, and then all of a sudden, okay, we need to reset. Let's redo it, you know? So that's the thing I'm seeing, you know what I mean? Especially with this is a split brand,
especially
stuff too,
especially if Regal's contract is up by then for AEW, because I could see Regal going back, because Regal only signed a 1-year deal.
That man is not going back.
Is this where we get GMs back? Give me
Regal and someone else.
Regal and bring back Teddy Long to SmackDown.
I don't know about that player.
You wouldn't want to see that, Joe?
I don't want to see Teddy Long no more. That man gonna do. That man does not. No, I don't want to see him no more. He was great back in the day. I don't want.
He got relevant a couple months ago when he started randomly blocking anyone that was wrestling related. Surprisingly, the Bum Boys did not get blocked. We didn't make it because
yeah, why the fuck would we?
Because we followed Teddy Long at the time and we still didn't get blocked.
I was gonna say that homeboy did block a lot of people.
No, he blocked the Queen's Takeover.
Hey, my boy Teddy was like, man, I don't fuck with bitches no more.
But I thought, I'm surprised none of us have talked about the ending, about how Sami just low blowed him and then gave KO to Jay. And I think now leaving this pay-per-view, Jay and Sami have a nice strong bond. But now
I think
you can see Roman slowly Jay finally buys in now, but now Roman's a little checked out. Now he's questioning like, did I do the right thing? Is this really what I think? I like how him and Jay are slowly switching. So now he's a little more skeptical, but I love the psychopath of him.
I think I like how they're like becoming more of a fixture and like this is like the peak of the bloodline of their strength of them the wall. So now we can go. You're at the peak. Now we can
especially with that hug at the end.
But hold on. Like, I know everyone's expecting the downfall of the bloodline, but how? Like, what's to say this is just another, a talking point, and we're nowhere near the climax? Like,
I don't know. I don't. That's the best part about this, and that's why we all love wrestling. Is storytelling.
I want Sami. Hear me out. I think it'd be great for Sami to eventually get the IC title somehow off of Walter, with Jay helping him and stuff like that.
Oh, I can see it happening.
You defeat the Ring General, and Sami Zayn did it. I think that would be great. Have it booked in, Toronto and stuff like that. And now you have everyone in the bloodline dripped in gold going into WrestleMania. And then from there, it can only go down from there. But then again, we've been saying this for a bit. It can only go down from there. No, it can always go up. And I'm waiting for the bloodline to continue for another year, another 2, until basically they're like, hey, we're splitting up the show. Roman, what do you want to do? And Roman just says, fuck it, I'm done. Here's the belts. I did what all I can do. I'm the best champion WWE's ever seen. Maybe he doesn't even lose it. He just hands it over when they do the draft. We're doing Raw and SmackDown. We need to have the champ on both shows. I ain't doing both shows. You can have me on one or you can have me on none. And he says, well, the champion needs to be on both shows. And then he takes the both titles. Wise man, let me see it. Here, I don't need it no more. There ain't no one for me to go against. Basically, Roman never lost the title. He chose to leave. I think that's a great way to book it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, not a fan.
I like them all winning the gold, but I like Kevin Owens winning Money in the Bank because I feel like this is his kind of match to win, and Sami somehow
I heard
helps to cost Roman. Kevin Owens cashes in or some shit like that, because I feel like it's at that point where like these guys have held the belts to so much, like the belts don't do anything for them, to where we have stars coming up where. I want to see Hit Row be in the tag team title contending. Well,
yeah, they're entertaining.
You got to start building. Yeah, you want to start building more stars, and you want to get back to the the era that we liked when,
we need feuds though. Like the problem is, it's not even the matches about the tag team matches. There's no actual quality matches happening.
There's no chemistry.
There's no tag teams. Like it's like, hey, this team faces this team. All right, this team is on ringside just watching and. Slowly implementing teams like that. That's what made, 06, 07, 08 so good. Tag teams would watch and they would interact with each other. Hey, you had a great match last week, but I'm going to show you what a real tag team does and stuff like that. And then it's like, have them,
yeah, but they're all competing
themselves.
for the main thing is that title.
I got a comment from the show. Did you guys see that Ryan Kendrick was brought back as a producer?
I did see that.
He had some. No, Will. That was a big. It was a big thing because remember, me and you were supposed to see him.
That still doesn't stop him from giving a fuck.
Hey, remember we were supposed to see him in that AEW match, but his appearance got canceled because he found out he made sexual comments. So at least he's getting another shot, a second chance.
Oof. Everybody does deserve a second chance. I'll say that.
I mean, he made September 11 conspiracy comments. That's.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have your conspiracy, you have your conspiracies.
I mean, at least he got another shot. It's not on TV, but at least he's like getting a backstage producer. Like he's got years of experience. So,
yeah,
good for him to get another shot. Back to I don't know. I just want to see 2 different titles. I feel like you can get more product out of it.
Oh, so you think so you agree with me how they should split the belts somehow?
Yeah, they absolutely should split the belts. They should
100%.
Get rid of them ugly ass fucking tag team belts as well. Get a tag team on. Like I want my classic, bro. Like, and I'm gonna make a video out of this, bro. Like I said, I've been getting spoiled watching this 06, 07, 08 shit because it's nostalgia. But bro, tag teams like fucking, or even just like single characters like MVP, like in his prime. Mr. Kennedy teaming up then with a team like Rated RKO. and like just showing like that storytell booking of like you guys have each had your chance for shots at da. Or what about dudes like Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch, bro? Like just a good tag team forged together by two good wrestlers. Like I want to see, DIY get back together. I want to see them have something they can compete for, to where we actually get to see. Now I'm glad the women's division has evolved from what it used to be back in the day. I do say like that's a really huge plus. But let's build off of all the other stuff. You're doing great with Walter, where he brought back prestige to this IC title. You got rid of that dog shit 24/7 title, which was just a fucking joke. How about bring back fucking a hardcore title if you wanted to, or even a cruiserweight title?
Nah, fuck.
I don't know why they got rid of it.
That shit's been reamped so many times. I don't want to see that.
Well, just they do. But I don't like the belts, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's just me with like aesthetics. Like when you fuck up these belts and make them look ugly, like I don't give a fuck who's defending them. They just look like shit.
Yeah, we should probably call it soon.
So go ahead, lead us out.
So, all right. Well, thank you anyone who's watching, and Big T. Thank you for always being in the chat. And I guess we hit the ending, and have a good rest of your night.
Hey Will, do your thing. It's
the Bump Boys. Peace.
Oh, must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good